been quite the night here in San Diego, SoCal. It's been full of surprises, honors, and of course, more than anything, the Midsummer Classic. We welcome to you our All-Star Game postgame. Along with Ben Curtis and Evan Masters, I'm Dylan Balsamo. Hello, friends, and thank you for joining us. So the first question I asked you, fellas, is who stood out the most to you in this game?
Well, I'd have to go with Salvador Perez. That huge two-run homer really propelled the American League. They got the chance to take the lead and then had that amazing bullpen propelled mostly by the Yankees, Dellin Betances, and the entire back bullpen. We knew that coming into the game that was going to be a big part if the American League could get out to an early lead, and Salvador Perez was the guy who could do it for the American League tonight.
How about you, Happy?
I have to agree, but I also have to mention his teammate Eric Hosmer as well. Also hit a home run in the same inning, I believe. And now, both of them, I think, should have been co-MVPs, but obviously, both stood out to me.
Only one car that you can give away.
Yep.
Well, in a game that was invented to show off the player skills of some of the best players in the league, you have to go with Kris Bryant as one of the most impressive guys of the night. His first inning home run really did show us the kind of athlete that he is. He's a fantastic third baseman, and he can hit and he can run too.
Great athlete.
So the next question I asked you guys, we hit the second half starting tomorrow. So who are our favorites to win the pennant in both the American and National Leagues?
Well, nationally, I have to go with the Chicago Cubs. It's incredible to say that after all these years of futility, but I think that they've got the core, especially in the infield. They've got the speed in Dexter Fowler, and they've got the pitching, especially in Jay Arrieta, who, although he has been struggling, I anticipate he will have a strong second half and will compete for that Cy Young. So as incredible as it is to seem, the Chicago Cubs, I think, will be the pennant. They're now playoff tested. They beat the Cardinals in the playoffs, so I think they have what it takes to win the pennant in the National League. In the American League, I gotta go with the Baltimore Orioles. I think that if they can get a little bit more in starting pitching, I think that they have the offense to propel them to their second ALCS in 3 or 4 years and all the way to the pennant.
How about you,
For the
Happy?
National League, I actually have the Washington Nationals. I think Daniel Murphy's hitting, like 360, 380?
He's having a great year.
And he has 21 RBIs against the Mets, his former team. You have Bryce Harper, who's just voted best player in baseball in the ESPYs. And then you have the pitching, which hasn't been great. Gio Gonzalez struggling, but the guys have been doing. Scherzer. And in the American League, I have to agree with you with the Orioles. Trumbo has been lead player this year, 25 home runs. He's been hitting those Trump bombs.
Well, thank you guys for your opinions. I'm going to go out on a limb and take my two picks as the Chicago Cubs, of course they are strong, and the Cleveland Indians, two teams that have not seen championships in a very long time. So it'd be great to see the two of them match up in the World Series and see which curse is broken first. So we thank you all for joining us. For my partners, Ben Curtis and Evan Masters, I'm Dylan Balsamo. Have a good night, everybody.